Aloha! I am inspired this morning to talk once again on the idea of life extension, and much more important, the idea of life extension happily, in great shape, full of enthusiasm, full of joy and vim and vinegar and awesomeness. Okay? So, we may live a long time, we may not. The fact of the matter is, it's probably best to prepare for a long life. And that means taking care of your vehicle, taking care of your vessel. It means putting clean foods in. It means making sure that you're young and you're flexible. And the Hindus have a saying that you may have heard me say on other videos. I quote this one often. You are as young as your spine is flexible. You are as young as your spine is flexible. Now, in the Level 5 Body Program, one of the things that we're talking about is, it's completely separate from this blog, is the idea of how to awaken your body by awakening your spine. And this is related to Kundalini Yoga and several other things. I invite you to investigate that a little bit if you like. But life extension without joy, what good is it? And the irony is that the more joyful you are, the longer you're going to live in happiness and health and flexibility and all the other things that you really want to experience. So what could you do today? What would be the single number one thing, or the maybe number one and number two and number three, those top few things that you could do today that would guarantee the highest quality of life with the greatest possible life extension? And I'm going to tell you, number one, get happy. And number two, love the person in front of you with all your heart. What you might want to do after this video is go in front of the mirror and love that person in front of you with all your heart. Look into the eyes of the one in the mirror and say, "You're amazing. I love you. Now that I'm looking at you and I see the reality of you and who you really are, boy, all those judgments and all those stories I had about you don't really add up to a hill of beans. Look at you. You exist. You're amazing, and I really love you." And I can say that to you as well, because while I'm talking to you, you are the most important person in the universe to me. You, of course, I'm talking to you. Okay, and when you're done with the mirror, notice the first person that shows up on the phone, on Skype, as you walk out the door or they come to your door. Wow, look at you. You exist. As you open the channel of love to the person that stands in front of you, you extend your life and you enhance and expand your life in this moment. And what's really funny is, in order for that love to touch the other person, it has to flow through you first. So it actually heals your body, it heals your mind, it works on every aspect of you. It brings you flexibility, it brings you joy, and it brings you into a place that as you go to do the next thing in your life, you feel so much happier. There's more reasons to continue living. There's more reasons to extend your life. And now, with that said and out of the way, let's get ultra practical. Exercise your body. And I offer exercising your body primarily in ways that utilize your spine. Okay? Here's one simple exercise that you could literally pick up today. Simple, easy, no matter what kind of shape you're in, you can do this one. Hopefully it won't make too much noise with my microphone, okay? Go into this position. You can do it laying down as well, and cross elbows and knees, and so that your upper half moves towards your leg while your leg moves towards your upper half, and you cross. And there's some really neat things that happen from exercises that do that crisscross. The corpus callosum, the little connecting tissue between your brain, which television and caffeine and alcohol and a whole lot of other things diminishes that weakness and puts us out of harmony. It strengthens that cross connection between the brain, which guess what it does? It enhances your life, extends your joy, and also extends your life. Your consciousness rises, everything rises with it. Another thing that you can do is to get as much clean greens and fresh water into your body as you possibly can. Now, I eat a lot of raw organic greens. Living in Hawaii, I basically live at the farmer's market that's just a little bit away from my front door. It's a great blessing to be able to do. Not everybody has that. I do recommend farmer's markets and organic co-ops and that type of thing. But another thing that I do is I get some really high quality greens powder. You can go to any health food store, look online. There's several great brands of greens powder. And what you want to look for is non-GMO, organic, and raw with as many different types of greens, alfalfa grass, barley grass, all that stuff, dehydrated and dried in a form that you can mix in water. And they don't all taste great, but the fact is, I'm just telling you, okay, 45 days ago, I began a complete cleanse using primarily greens. I didn't do anything radical. I started working out more, and I started drinking about a gallon of greens and water every single day. And weight has fallen off of my body every single day with me doing nothing whatsoever in any attempt to lose weight. And guess what? The lighter you are and the less you eat, the longer your body's going to last. Food burns the body out, especially cooked food, okay? So hopefully this has been a benefit. I'm going to be talking a lot more. I keep getting more and more questions about this. I'd say 60-70% of the members of my Level 5 program are actually in their 50s, 60s, and early 70s. And so, you know, what they call us the baby boomers, right? We're the ones that are the biggest wave of humanity that has ever come through, and a lot of us are concerned about aging. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about this, and I'll welcome your comments and I welcome your questions as well. If you're willing to type them in below this video, I'll answer as many as I can, and I'll even make some recommendations if anybody asks. So I appreciate you watching this video. I love you with all my heart, and I bid you a beautiful day, and namaste.